What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel again. Bronco build series here. Last upload, I believe it was the BOV, the blow off valve adapter, and then before that it was the Roush intake. So like I said in my previous video, this one is going to be the Flowmaster exhaust for our 2022 Wildtrak. So Flowmaster makes a few different exhaust systems. The one we're going to be installing is the FlowFX. So it is a dual tipped exhaust. It has black tips, everything. It looks super sweet. You know, a lot of people kind of hate on the exhaust systems on the Bronco and the EcoBoost, but I'm not gonna lie, I've never heard one in person, and I kind of like the look of the dual exhaust on the back of the Wildtrak. So that's why I went ahead and picked this up. And again, they're pretty affordable, relatively cheap. So if I don't like it, I'll just pull it off and resell it. You know, for $300, it was worth the risk. So gonna go ahead, open this up, and then pop off this muffler back here. I forgot to mention, this is just the axle back. So it comes in an axle back as well as a cap back. I didn't see the need for going with the full cap back. So to remove this, should just need to pop it off the hanger there. Then where's the other hanger? It's over on this side. And then just need to disconnect the clamp over here to the axle back section. And then this whole thing should drop out. So let's go ahead and get started. Right, so there it is. There's really not all too much to it. It's actually really light, so I'd be pretty interested to see what the weight savings is between this and the stock one. So like I mentioned, it's the dual tipped, black tips, really nice. Got the muffler up there, Eric, that connects to the axle back. And then over here we got the new exhaust hangers, as well as frame rail hangers as well, that we're gonna need to install. I'm gonna go ahead and spray some PB Blaster on the hangers just to loosen it up a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and undo that bolt. Yeah, so you just saw me take a muffler to the stomach there. So yeah, it didn't feel great, but it didn't hurt. So be careful when you're doing this, guys. If you have a buddy on hand, yeah, use a buddy. I would also recommend getting a what's it called, a hanger tool, because they are kind of a pain in the ass to get out. You could use the old screwdriver technique, you know, lodging that in there, and then just, you know, kind of using leverage to go ahead and pull it out. But as you saw, eventually it will just give way and it will eventually fall down on you. So yeah, be careful there. But yeah, it didn't hurt. But let's go ahead and get these installed now, which are the supplied brackets from MagnaFlow, and then we could go ahead and get the muffler mounted. All right, so we got the two new exhaust hangers installed. Over on this side, you slide the bracket over the existing studs that are already here, and then you just go ahead and fasten it with the 13mm bolts that they supplied you. They're locking nuts, sorry, that you can see right there. It's just on there, and then you got your bracket up there. And then over on this side, there's no exhaust hanger, so basically what they call for sometimes is removing the bumper so you can slot this through. But really, you can kind of fish it with your fingers to get this bolt through the two holes on the frame rail. And then you could do it on this side, then do it over here. And then you just use the locking nut, locking washer, and all of that to secure it down so it's nice and tight. So over here, we got the new hangers now for the new muffler. So all we need to do now is actually get it bolted and then reconnect it up here, and they'll be good to go. Right, and just like that, we have the Flowmaster FlowFX axle back installed on our Bronco. It took about, I'd say about an hour. That's with me actually filming it. So if you weren't filming, just doing the install, probably take you maybe, 45 minutes if you know what you're doing. If not, an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours if you're in office. Hey, whatever. Just, it's better to take your time, get it done correctly. Also, as you saw earlier, the muffler kind of fell on me. So if you have a buddy here to help you, that's always beneficial as well. But when you saw me installing the actual muffler there, you just have to kind of go back and forth to get the hangers in there correctly. Then you can go ahead and secure the actual clamp towards the rear and then bolt it down. I don't know if Flowmaster was supposed to supply me with a new clamp, but I just ended up using the one that is on the stock axle back section because it worked perfectly fine. And then before you tighten everything down, you just want to make sure your gapping on the bumper to the exhaust tips are all the same. I just used basically like my finger, stuck it in there just to make sure the gapping was all correct on both sides. So I think it looks perfectly great. So now for the important part. Okay. I'm honestly pretty shocked right now because it sounds a hell of a lot better than I was expecting it to sound. I thought it was gonna sound very ricey, almost kind of fart can-ish because it's a V6. No, this thing sounds sick. I really hope it relays well on video because it truthfully has kind of like a deeper, kind of throatier like sound to it, and it's definitely quite a bit louder at startup until it gets to like the proper idling temperature temp. Then it definitely mellows out a little bit, but oh man, it sounds sick. Oh, I'm super happy with it. Like I said, I'm honestly very shocked right now, and I absolutely love the dual tips. So let's go ahead, take it around the block real quick. I'll give you a quick little sample. I am gonna go ahead and make a full dedicated exhaust video. So this is just gonna be a quick sampling. This is more so like the install video. So let's jump inside, take it for a ride. Let's go ahead and roll the windows down so we can get good sound. Alright, so if you haven't been following the build series, I also have sorry, I'm just listening. Okay, sorry, distracted. I also have a Roush intake and a Bomba Racing BOV adapter. So with the windows down, oh yeah, it's definitely way louder than the stock exhaust. Oh yeah. Oh, this sounds wicked. The wife is absolutely gonna hate it, but I love it. Let's get it. It's crazy sounding. Let's roll the windows up, see what it sounds like. It's definitely much louder. So like I said, the wife is probably gonna hate it. I love it. So if you are sound, cautious, I probably wouldn't recommend throwing on an exhaust. You're probably just better off staying with your stock one, because this is considered, I guess, like the more tame Flowmaster one, and to me it's pretty loud. Relatively speaking, compared to what it was before, it's much louder than stock. But if you're looking just as if you're looking for an all-out like attention grabber, yeah, throw an exhaust on there, because you are definitely going to get attention with this. So all right, let's go back to the garage and we can wrap this up. And like I said earlier, I'm going to make a full dedicated exhaust video, so stay tuned for that coming pretty soon. All right guys, so that's going to do it for this one. Another mod checked off the list. We definitely got a few more in store. Probably get those knocked out tomorrow. Gonna do the canopy top. Also gonna be installing a winch system that mounts onto the ceiling to help take off the hardtop. I've done that before with the Gladiator and with my Rubicon, so stay tuned for that. I'm gonna probably do that this weekend as well, since it's 4th of July weekend and I'd like to enjoy the Bronco with the top off. I also have the front bumper lights that I need to install as well, so 2 more videos coming at you guys pretty soon. We're moving pretty quick with the Bronco. A few more things, and then that's more or less going to complete phase 1 of this build. Still got more stuff to come for the TRX as well. That's just taking a little bit longer, as parts are surprisingly more difficult to get for the TRX than the Bronco, believe it or not. But yeah guys, like, subscribe, comment, all that cool stuff. All of that stuff is really appreciated, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Later.